So I was reading this fascinating article the other day about the science of music therapy and how different types of music can actually affect our brains and bodies in really interesting ways. I mean, it's not just about liking a song, right? There's actual measurable effects.
Oh, totally. I've always thought there was something to that, like certain music can make you feel really energized, other stuff makes you super relaxed, but I never really thought about it from a purely scientific perspective, you know? What did the article say?
Well, it talked about how different frequencies and rhythms can impact things like heart rate, blood pressure, even hormone levels. For instance, slow tempos and calming melodies, like classical music, often reduce stress and anxiety. It's sort of like a natural sedative. Makes sense, lowering your stress levels and therefore blood pressure is a pretty solid effect. What it all comes down to is that it's probably not just anecdotal.
That's so interesting. So, is there like a best type of music for overall health, or is it more nuanced than that? Like, does it depend on the person and what they're trying to achieve?
Makes total sense. I find that when I'm exercising, certain kinds of music just push me harder. The rhythm and energy are infectious. So it's not just placebo then, right? This is actually impacting how your body responds to physical exertion.
Exactly. It's definitely not a one-size-fits-all thing. It depends on what you're aiming for. If you want to focus and concentrate, maybe something with a steady beat but without distracting lyrics could be good. Like ambient music or something. But for working out, something more upbeat and rhythmic would probably be better. Upbeat music seems to improve performance in various tasks, and I reckon it's due to the fact that it increases heart rate and blood flow.
Right. It's not just a placebo effect. There's some serious science behind this. Studies show that music can improve endurance and reduce perceived exertion during exercise. It also helps to regulate our breathing. Though, it also helps to have a good personal relationship with the music, which is related to another branch of science.
Wow, this is actually way more complex than I ever realized. So if we're thinking about overall health and well-being, it sounds like it's about finding the right type of music for the right situation and mood, right? You can't just say, classical music cures all.
Precisely. It's about understanding how different musical elements interact with our physiological and psychological states. And that's fascinating if you ask me. It's a very dynamic and personalized area of study. Like choosing between different kinds of physical exercise or diets, it is all down to preference and also to what you want to get out of it. It opens up a whole new dimension of scientific exploration to me. And that's pretty exciting.